We're sorry to report, but the hit TV show This Is Us will be ending after its 6th season. Not to worry though, because we could be looking at a spin-off series, or, even better, a This Is Us feature-length film. So stay tuned and don't go away, because we're talking about how Justin Hartley just dropped a bombshell about a This Is Us movie after season 6, plus some other related show news. First up, wait a second, a This Is Us movie? That's right, and we've got all the details. There is hope that we haven't seen the last of This Is Us. Justin Hartley recently teased that the show may not be finished after season 6 wraps up. With the popular series coming to an end in early 2022, fans are curious to know what's next for the This Is Us cast, and, understandably, they want answers. In a recent interview, Hartley spilled the beans about a potential This Is Us film, and what it would be like to work with the cast members again. Hartley was quick to say, "I'm down for a This Is Us movie. I love these cats. I would do a trilogy movie. I really would. I would do a movie every year with these guys." And one thing we know for sure is that Hartley isn't the only This Is Us star who feels this way. In an interview with E! News, Hartley's co-star Sterling K. Brown opened up and revealed how he felt about possibly doing a This Is Us movie at some point in the future. Brown said, "We totally could, and that's something actually I could definitely see them promoting it. Like, we've seen the Sex and the City joints, there's an Entourage joint. If they can do it, why the hell not?" Next up, what does Mandy Moore think about a spin-off or reboot of the show? Let's find out. Superstar Mandy Moore also opened up about her thoughts regarding a spin-off reboot and had this to say. "We were laughing the other day with some of the cast. Like, all these shows that are getting rebooted, didn't they just end like 5, 6, 7 years ago? Are we going to be doing This Is Us, the reboot, in 6 years? I would be game to do anything that would reunite me with everybody here." The 6th and final season of the NBC series will likely be a tearful farewell of sorts to a show that has pulled fans in so many different emotional directions. Since it first premiered in 2016, This Is Us has made fans cry, laugh, smile, and sometimes in the same episode. For those of you who don't know, the series centers around the Pearson family, and it has highlighted as well as tackled many societal issues such as grief, addiction, mental health, and transracial adoption. This Is Us continues to be unique in its ability to approach taboo subject matter, including topics such as fertility, race, and PTSD. Fans of the show have expressed their sorrow that the show is ending on social media. On Twitter, for instance, one fan tweeted, "This is the final season of This Is Us already? We just got here." Another fan said, "I'm just not ready to say goodbye." It's clear that the show has had a profound impact on audiences, and the final season of This Is Us starts on January 4th of 2022. Up next, what's in store for Kevin Pearson in season 6 of This Is Us? Let's take a look. In the upcoming final episodes, Kevin Pearson, the main character, played by Justin Hartley, could wind up with someone. We know that Kevin is a man who desperately wants to follow in the footsteps of his late father, but often fails to fill those shoes. Kevin is always examining himself. At the end of last season, he was left standing at the altar by his fiancée, Madison, played by actor Caitlin Thompson. Hartley has revealed some interesting details about his character and had this to say. When he finally wraps his brain around the fact that it's actually okay to be alone, that opens him up to be available to other people. He's bound and determined to be this wonderful, great father to these twins. It hasn't gone the way that he wanted it to go. He's single parenting in a way, co-parenting in other ways, spending half the time with his kids, not all the time with his kids. This becomes his new reality. It's not something that he would have written and wanted to go that way. It's not a storybook or a fairy tale, but it's his reality. And he's dealing with it. He looks at things and he goes, "This is the way it is. I'm not going to sit around and complain about it. I'm going to actually figure it out." Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're bringing you the latest news on the hit This Is Us, and you won't want to miss it. Next up, what sort of obstacles, challenges, or sacrifices will the characters be presented with in the 6th and final season? Well, you're about to find out. Season 6 will essentially be the season of tough decisions, professional possibilities, and missed opportunities. At a press junket, Hartley talked about what we can expect from Kevin's storyline in this final season, but at the same time, made a conscious effort not to drop spoilers. But what Hartley does say paints a picture of what you can expect. Hartley said he's got these career opportunities, but does he take them? That will take him away from his kids. Or does he sacrifice that? What's more important? Where does he want to be? He's got to jump into a lane. Right now, he's kind of straddling. That's a lot of drama. A lot of things happened at the end of last season, so we see them dealing with all that and what that means and where all these relationships are. Where you saw these actors going and their relationships going, it is unbelievable how quickly things change. You go, gosh, it's hard to remember when these two didn't get along. The storyline for the 6th and final season of the hit NBC dramedy will also follow Rebecca, played by Mandy Moore, as she struggles with early onset dementia. According to Hartley, this is where things get even more intense. Mom is sick. It's heartbreaking to see stuff like that. It's like beloved character, America's mom, adios. It's a tough one. Up next, will caring for someone with Alzheimer's or dementia overwhelm the family? Let's have a look. As some of you may know, planning care for an Alzheimer's patient is often overwhelming for a family. And a question on the minds of many fans is, how will the big three characters in This Is Us respond as her condition worsens? Hartley revealed that they're willing and wanting to help out. Last season, they had their own ideas about who was going to do what, and Kevin and Randall battled. They're at a place now where they understand it. It's better to tackle it as a group. One thing we know for sure is that Kevin is single again. And as the show heads towards its finale, fans are wondering if Kevin will end up with someone at all. And Hartley does follow the socials, so he knows what fans are feeling and what they'd like to see as far as Kevin's personal relationships are concerned. Hartley recently spoke about what the fans want and explained a lot of people want the Madison thing, and when that didn't work out, they were heartbroken. And then a lot of people were like, well, that means he's going to go back with Sophie, and then there were people that probably just want him to be the Manny. But will Kevin find a path less traveled to happiness in a different way? Let's see what Hartley has to say. When he finally wraps his brain around the fact that it's actually okay to be alone, that opens him up to be available to other people, instead of the square peg / round hole thing that he constantly tries to do. He's okay to be alone. He's not lonely, he's just alone. That's totally different, and I think that opens him to love. Finally, what can we expect from the final episodes? Let's take a look. Episode 2 of Season 6, titled Yellow Brick Road, airs January 11th, 2022. And all that we know is that Nikki, Rebecca, and Miguel are set to go on a road trip. Episode 3, Four Fathers, airs January 18th, 2022. And we'll see Jack, Randall, Kevin, and Toby struggle to connect with their children. Since the show launched in 2016, it has been praised for its unique and frank insight into familial tragedy, shared joy in the little moments, and what it means to be a family when you are all on different life paths. This Is Us has won 4 Primetime Emmy Awards, sent the cast into the A-list, and had at least 238 nominations and accolades for various other awards. In May of 2021, it was confirmed after months of speculation that the upcoming episodes would be the show's last forever, and fans were understandably upset. But in defense of the show's creator, Dan Fogelman, he had always said that Season 6 would be the show's final season because it allowed him to tell the full story that he wanted to tell, as it jumped back and forth through time. So the best thing to do now is just keep hoping for the This Is Us movie. That's a wrap for today's video, This Is Us fans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.